That's 6 kids in 6 different places. That kind of blows my mind. And it caused the left side of my face to start to go paralyzed.
0. So you pass 0 in one full rotation.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog. Today it's an exciting day. Today Ender gets to do a first day of school. It's not the official first day of school, but they're doing like a little mini trial first day of 90 minutes today. So we're gonna run Ender over there. He'll get used to his classes. I gotta print off his classes and then we'll go get him. It rained all night last night. I was checking on my rain gutters that I fixed. Most of them, pretty much they all did what they were supposed to do, so that's good. And okay, I'm gonna run Ender over to school.
All right, you guys, I'm in shock. I have a preschooler, an elementary kid, a middle schooler, a junior high kid, a high schooler, and a kid going on a mission. That's 6 kids in 6 different places. That kind of blows my mind. I don't think I've ever had this before. It's always been a couple kids in elementary school. I guess next year when Frank goes to kindergarten, I'll have a couple kids in elementary again for a year or 2. But it's so crazy. Growing old is bizarre because I still feel like I'm 18. I mean, okay, maybe 25. But I'm like next year I'm turning 42. But then I'm like, okay, well maybe that's only halfway through my life. I could live to be like 84, right? So I'm halfway through my life. Midlife crisis time, right? We don't need any of that. But I will tell you this. I got someone they were trying to hurt my feelings, but it didn't work because it actually came off as a compliment to me. Someone on Instagram said something to me along the lines of like, what happened? You really haven't aged. You have aged so much and not well, and not gracefully, I might add, or something like that. And it just made me laugh out loud because I was like, hey, what does that even mean to age gracefully? I'm like, we just age. Like, does that mean that I haven't gone and like done 1,000 Botoxes and lip fillers? Correct. I have not done that. And I probably won't. No offense to anyone that does. I did do Botox a couple times. If you guys remember, I had Ramsay-Hunt syndrome where I developed, right before I had Frankie, I had a miscarriage. It was terrible. And my body went into shock and I got shingles on the back of my ear. And it caused the left side of my face to start to go paralyzed. And luckily I got a big cold sore and I had some acyclovir and I started taking the acyclovir to take care of the cold sore, but it saved my face. So I did get some like drooping on my eye and my cheek a little bit. It's permanent. So I've seen pictures of people where their entire face just falls and never comes back. But because I started taking the acyclovir, which the doctors misdiagnosed me. They diagnosed this as cellulitis. Anyway, it's a long story. I had to diagnose myself because they only gave me antibiotics. They didn't give me an antiviral or steroids. And it just kept getting worse and worse. And I started like losing feeling in my face. It was going numb and it would like drop and droop. And then when I took the acyclovir, it stopped. And I was able to go back to the doctor. He confirmed my diagnosis that I had diagnosed with myself. Because I kept Googling it. Because I even went into the ER again and I was like, what the crap? This is not getting better. And they were like, your vitals are fine. We don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so I did Botox a couple times to try to even out my face, which it did help. But, and I had like a permanent twitch on this eye. And it did. It took away the twitch and it helped raise my eyebrow a little bit on the side. But now I feel like I don't need it anymore. So I don't do it. So I was glad that I had that option, but like, I don't feel like it's something I'm going to do all the time. And here's why. Every single wrinkle on my face, I earned. I'm alive. Aging is a gift. I think it's beautiful. When I see older women, I admire them. I want to be like them. I want to pick their brains for all the wonderful knowledge and advice they have. And it just makes me like excited for that. So when I found this company, this is called Boom Skincare, and their whole entire like motto and theme is like, I'm gonna have to go and read it again, but I remember reading it on their Instagram and just being like, this is my jam. You know? So I'm gonna read this to you. It says, ageful beauty made simple. So ageful beauty. And I was like, that is what I want. Like, and everyone on their page, look how beautiful these women are. They have gray hair, a little bit of like sunspots and wrinkles, and like they're gorgeous. And so I was like, this is seriously, and they even have like shampoo for people that are going their natural color. And so I just loved the whole entire thing that they stand for. So I tried it out. This is, and I've been using it for a few days, because here's the other thing. I was like, I'm not even going to tell anyone about it if I use it and I break out. But my skin has felt awesome. You guys remember I had perioral dermatitis? I was worried that it might flare that up. No, it's been amazing. If anything, I haven't had any flare-ups at all. So this is the deep cleaning exfoliant, which I would only use like once a week. But you could use it a little more, I guess, if you want. But this is the daily cleanser. You can use this morning and night. And then this Boom Nectar, I've been loving this. This is Moisture Face and Eye Serum. When I put this on, I just feel like my skin is getting like a drink. It's so great. Facial oil. I haven't actually used this yet. I didn't know I had this. Avoid eye contact. And everything smells so natural and so simple and beautiful. This is the gold. Okay, yeah. Facial oil. I'm going to use that tonight. I hadn't pulled that out of the bag yet. And then this is the Boom Silk One Body, One Moisturizer. You can put this anywhere. Face, body, hands. And it really is like so silky. It goes on so lightweight and like silky, but it is a good moisturizer. So those are the things I've been loving. And then they also have this little, this is a Boom Bag Trio, and I love this. Okay, I'm going to show you what these are. These are these little sticks, and this one is for like a highlighter, like a glimmer. Look how pretty this is. Look how pretty. And then, so you could do like a little highlight on your nose, you know, places you want to have a little bit of a highlight. So these are like makeup, but like subtle moisture. This is a color one. You can like, you can do your lips, your cheeks, and they roll on so smooth, you guys. And then this one is just a moisture. So anywhere you need a little bit more moisture, it's just like a moisture stick, and it is something you could throw in your purse and always just have a little bit of moisture in case you need it. But that's the trio. So yeah, I love it. I want to tell you guys about it. They come in these, this is the Boom Bag that came with the scrub. They have these little packs that have like sets. So that came with the scrub, the cleanser, the moisturizer, and the oil, and then the silk. And yeah, okay. So if you're interested in that, I do have a affiliate link in the description and a code, and you guys can get a discount and support an awesome company that just, they're getting it right. These products are so dang good, and I love what they stand for. So
0. So you pass, you know, in one full rotation, and then you, oops, I went too far. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 14, stop, pass 0 in one full rotation.
All right, we got all the back to school open houses taken care of, met all the teachers. Did Frank meet his teacher yet?
She's coming to meet him on the 29th.
Okay, a little bit later this month. April's made some yummy dinner. Quick question for you kids. Evie, do you want me to drive you and drop you off, or do you want to take the bus tomorrow? Because we don't have our bus.
I'll take the bus.
You don't want me to drive and drop you off and embarrass you in front of everybody? Okay. Evie, do you want me to drive you and drop you off and embarrass you in front of everybody?
I don't know. I'm going to be all alone.
I'll drive you first day. I'll drive you first day.
No.
You want to do the bus? We just say goodbye? Okay. Ambree, bus or drop off? Bus? Okay.
Ambree used to do, she'd bring a hot cocoa on the bus and bring one for a friend when it gets colder.
Good tip.
Hey,
Good tip.
Hey, Mom, guess what?
First year in a long time we haven't had the school for the first.
I would rather pick bus.
It's the first time in a long time we haven't had the bus on the first day of school, but
Okay,
it is
Frank,
what it
Your
is.
bus is called?
I'll never forget those kids thinking their bus was coming by and just driving by.
All confused and thinking they missed the bus. So many fun memories. Hey April, why don't you share that nice little story you shared with the kids? Your part of the story where there was a boy and then you encouraged the kids.
Okay, so I was talking to the kids about the first day of school, and my friend Bridget always reads the same letter to her girls when they're about to go to school the next day. And in her letter, she talked about this boy named Adam and how everyone was mean and like Adam, she was just saying like he was bullied a lot and she never stood up for him. And now that she's an adult, she really wishes she could go back and would have just been kind to him and stood up for him a little bit. So the message was kind of like, anytime you see that happening and you feel that little bit of like your heart breaks a little bit, that is God giving you a sign that you are supposed to do something about it. And it's like, it's compassion. So when you feel that compassion for other people, act on it. And even if that's just coming home and telling mom about it or telling the teachers and like helping them and then being nice, because sometimes it's scary to stand up to people that are bullying. But I just told the kids a little bit about a story that happened to me when I was in high school, and before that when I was in 8th grade. When I was in 8th grade, I started school in a brand new school. I didn't know anyone because I grew up in a private school and then left that when I was in 8th grade and went to public school for the first time, so I didn't know anyone. Anyway, there was a girl named Janelle. I still remember her. She was so nice because she just like saw me. Like I felt like I was kind of invisible to most people because they all had their friend groups and they all had just like these relationships that they probably had since elementary school, and I didn't have that, and so I didn't really feel like I belonged anywhere. But she just complimented my hair. She's like, "You have really pretty hair," and I just remember being like, she sees me. And she was always nice. And then there was some other mean girls that kind of like took me under their wing, you know, and they were rough around the edges and threatened to beat me up at first. And then when I kind of, you know, like I was kind of just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Then they realized, she's not going to fight us. And then they just kind of like manipulated and bullied me. And eventually I made good friends, but I just remember Janelle's kindness. And then when I was in high school, there was another boy, and he had like a blue mohawk, and I sincerely complimented his hair. Like I always loved hair, and I actually just remember being like, wow, that is so cool. Like your hair is so cool. And it was blue, and he was just like, his face lit up, and he was just like, talk to me. And he was drawing, and I remember complimenting his art one day, and I was just nice to him. We didn't hang out all the time. Maybe we ate lunch once together, but like, you know, like it wasn't like we were best friends. I was just nice a couple times to him every week, you know, in our class. And by the end of the school year, he had written me a note and handed it to me and walked away. And I remember that note. I still have it somewhere. I hope I still have it. I worry that it got slipped between some things and lost, but I was keeping it in the glove box of my car, and I was always, whenever I changed cars, I'd find it, and I don't know where it is now. Hopefully someone didn't throw it away, but just in the letter, he had drawn a picture of himself with this blue mohawk, and he had just said, thank you for being nice. Like, no one's nice to me. I don't have any friends, and I just really appreciate you being nice to me. And I remember it broke my heart, but it also just made me so happy that he had a friend. And so I was telling my kids, I was like, make sure that you are just being nice. If someone looks a little down or sad or different, find something you like about them, compliment them, and just be kind. And it can make a world of difference. Like, I will never forget him, and I don't think he'll ever forget me, because we were just nice to each other, and it was something as simple as that. And so yeah, that's what I want my kids. And another thing I want to say is, I've just seen with my own experience, like, you don't realize how much it can help someone with just a compliment or your words. Like, your words do matter. They always say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, that's not true. Like, words can actually really do a lot of damage. So remember to keep your words kind towards everyone, even when they're not in the room. And stand up for people that are getting made fun of, and just say something to defend them in a little way. Not to bring the attention towards you negatively, but if you could say, oh, I've always liked them, or you know what, they are really cool though. You know, like, try to find something nice to say about someone. And so that's my little bit of advice as you go into school. Everyone is having a hard time. Your words matter. They can do a lot of damage, or they can do a lot of good. So pick which one you're going to do and find good in everything.
Love it. Good job, honey.
And I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Okay. Actually, it's just really crummy in here.
All right, the night before the first day of school. That does it for the vlog today. We had a little extra movie night tonight. We watched Minions 4. I think I'm now dumber from watching it, so. That does it for the vlog. Thanks for watching. Find good and everything. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. You guys are fast. Where are you going, Zade? Okay, guys, go to school. We'll see you later.